things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And he's going to get it up to about the 20. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense obviously. That last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They'll throw it on first down. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown! The offense lining up for a first down play. That's caught. It's Hudson. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Coming after it. Extending the play. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. Quarterback checking the play. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Obliterates him, still on the move. And first down here for the offense. And you want that clock to run. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. Runs through the tackle. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Maybe one notch of a... Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A first down run on the doorstep. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. The pitch to the left. And he'll be brought down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He got it down to the 3. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff. But, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game.
Welcome to Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego, California, home to the Aztecs of San Diego State. Being in San Diego is never a bad thing, and it's even better when you have a matchup like this one. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Aztecs offense takes the field to start this game off. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. It just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 up.
Wasting no time taking a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Duffy. They're working that left side. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. And the Aztecs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the field. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. Breaks the tackle. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. The Aztecs are moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. A lot of progress made there on the short run. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed. On that one. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Going with the counter play here. Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying to impose their will with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Duffy. Looking for the score. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
The number one objective for a defense is always to make them one-dimensional, to try to put them in predictable situations. Out the gate, this kind of rain, you think they won't throw the ball very much. Well, they might not now. First possession, INT, defense definitely starting off with a bang.
He wants to throw. Coming out aggressively. Snags it down the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, throws toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
San Diego State, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Pulls and fires complete to the right. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the Aztecs want to move quickly. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. From the shotgun, the inside give. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. It is good. And that's going to give us a tie ball game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Nebraska.
Finds his man. It's Williams.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Going over the top. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Well, the upside is you could get a 1st down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Offense set on 1st down. It'll be a draw. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Aztecs! Exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David. He lets it fly. And that one... They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's going to fire deep. Snatches it on the right. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Cougar! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Aztecs will hustle to the line. Back to throw, it's Duffy. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Let's see what they've got on second down.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Pulls his way forward. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Got a man. It's Shaw. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Play number 9 on this drive. It's a draw. Powers through the defender. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He got it. And with that, they've taken the lead. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
13, Washington State, 10.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Freeman. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They're bringing heat. Flushed out of the pocket. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Unloads to the right. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, San Diego State.
Yeah, how about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one possession. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Cougars. What a grab and go for the score.
Washington State.
That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface. No.
Washington State, 17.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got it in the middle, it's James. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. They'll give it to the back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They'll immediately call timeout.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Discards a man. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's Freeman. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. Way down to the 15-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They're trying to get to it, and he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on 2nd.
You can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. It is perfect. And the field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun, the ground game. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Duffy. Getting some heat. They get to him as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like a terrific atmosphere there today in San Diego. And a first half that's been dominated by this special teams unit. How often do we say that? But it's a dynamite group who understands football isn't just about offense and defense, and what they've done through 2 quarters is help tilt the scales of this game. What adjustments the other sides can make is going to go a long way in determining who wins this game. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Snapdragon Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Cougars will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside is 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see... Tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll just try to forget about that disastrous running play on first down, 2nd and long coming up. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They want to run it left here. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Washington State will have to boot it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Running it back, it's Welch. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. The Aztecs want to crank the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Duffy. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Give to the running back. Makes a man miss. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. And the Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. From the gun, running back on the move. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Got it set up on the outside. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. A first down for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. That's caught. It's Shaw. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The Aztecs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Looking to throw, it's Duffy. Touchdown, Aztecs! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Navy is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to watch. They're trailing by 10 to Notre Dame.
Looking for a huge play. Makes the catch on the left.
We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Washington State going quickly.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He wants it all. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Feeling some heat. Escapes the sack. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a 1st down.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays.
Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, San Diego State. What a catch and run for 6.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Just about set to kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just...
Time to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
It's caught. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He lobs one high down the left side. complete, the defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. This should be the last play of the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Grabs it inside the 10. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He's looking to pass. Pressure coming. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Washington State lines up quickly. Quarterback will keep it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wazoo! Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score San Diego State 34.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
He'll pull it on the read. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. The give as they work on that clock. Still on his feet at the 45. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Aztecs have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
To the air, it's Duffy. He's got his man. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. The Aztecs are flying down the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money, he's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Offense getting set for 1st down. The back goes in motion. Wants to pass it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's
Looking deep. He's got it inside the 30. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
First down for the offense.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I mean, some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the passing game and where guys are. It's fun.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Just feeds the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Aztecs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interception.
Gonna let it fly. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Washington State going quickly. Dropping back, it's Mateer. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Pulls it in inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. First down for this offense. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to